come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys out the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped on Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap.
Up next, the Broncos and Browns are set to do battle in a series that's been dominated by Denver. They'll look to make it 13 wins in their last 14 against Cleveland. It's week 7, and the action is just moments away.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback that makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 22 carries, 97 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield to throw it. His throw incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Flushed out right, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
That takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield now. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And again, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 4th down, Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Play fake, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. And now it's 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Now Mayfield lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
That's our ball. That's our ball.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
But it's going to be second down. Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. The 30, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
No return here for Erickson. Touchback, and they'll start at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Broken tackle. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look.
You've seen him. After a given play, rolling on the field in reverse.
So that challenge, a successful one. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the challenge there does not go there. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now a throw here to his running back. Nifty move by Gordon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the handoff comes to Gordon.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Bridgewater to throw it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think a part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. It's caught by Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he's got some space here. Fights through it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
42 yards rushing now. 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Demetric Felton
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Alex Erickson elects to take it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater.
Goes back to Sutton, this time completes it.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. That's caught left side by the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down throw for Bridgewater. 23 yards on the play. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. To throw is Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. He's to the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And again, it's Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now defensive, winning the 2-minute drill. The big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.